geology is the basis of human development. The Council for Geoscience is a science council established in terms of the Geoscience Act. Our primary mandate is to be the custodian of all geoscientific knowledge, both onshore and offshore.
CGS has a vision, and that is to use the geoscientific information that we have to build a prosperous nation. But we also have a mission, and that is our mandate. And how we execute the mandate is through the values, and that is I for innovation, D for diversity, E is for excellence. In everything that we do, we want to take pride in our work. A is for accountability. In everything that we do here, we have to take responsibility. L for learning. Not only are we a science council, but there's a lot of opportunities here to learn. And S is for service. What is a survey if we do not service the country?
It's a division within the CGS that is essentially applying geoscientific information to address societal issues. We've got quite a number of particularly innovation projects that we do using big data. The new in things these days is artificial intelligence. So some of the projects that we do is applying artificial intelligence in geoscience to address things like a geohazard, trying to predict, for example, where things like sinkholes would be, trying to map pollution of underground water systems. And also one of the key programs that we are busy with is using seismic information for hazard analysis.
We've recently put together a strategy called the Integrated Multidisciplinary Mapping Program. And that mapping program is the backbone of anything that we do that is geoscience related.
What it is really is that we are mapping the country at a scale of 1 to 50,000, and we are using different disciplines of geology to map the country.
Ultimately, our mandate now is to define fundamental geoscience data that can contribute towards the government National Development Plan for 2030. And the way we're doing this, so particularly in my case in terms of the geoscience mapping aspect, is that we will define fundamental geoscience-based data. That is to say, what are the different rock types that you find in South Africa, how do they outcrop, and how do these rock types ultimately control different earth processes, such as, let's say, the concentration of mineralization, and let's say the flow and concentration of groundwater resources. South Africa's economy is essentially built on the mining industry. So South Africa has one of the richest mineral deposits, particularly things like platinum and the platinum group of minerals, diamonds, gold, coal as well. And ultimately, over the last 100 years, we've exploited a lot of these mineral resources, and that has actually contributed towards the development of South Africa. However, what we are finding now is that our understanding between these mineralizing systems and the surrounding environment was not very clear, and hence we are now seeing increases in pollution and land degradation and the pollution of groundwater. So what we are now trying to do is we are trying to say that yes, we will indeed continue to explore for more mineral resources, but we now need to do it in a more sustainable manner. And ultimately, by doing this, we can then create more job opportunities, of course, in the mining industry, but also in the broader environmental industry as well.
Our duty as this current cohort of geoscientists is to build on the great work of our forebearers and make sure that geology remains current and that geology is more responsive to community needs, to societal development, and that geoscientists occupy the right space in current affairs, climate change, for instance. Geoscientists have ability to go back to the formation of the world, and they have an appreciation of the many climatic changes that the world has experienced over the 4.5 billion years of the existence of the Earth. It is my personal hope that we can create an environment to have at least 10 A-rated world-class scientists in the next 10 years. If we can get there, I think we would have achieved what we sought to achieve, and they can carry forward the legacy after our time.